What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you on how to switch between third person and first person literally in a very easy way. It's gonna be a very easy video to follow. It will take like 2 minutes, so let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we have to do is go and open our third person blueprint character, and basically what we're going to do is just go into the viewport. Okay, so of course normally what we have is just the camera boom, which is basically controlling where the camera will aim and the length, etc. And then we have the full camera, which this will be third person camera. So let's start by just renaming this full camera to third person camera. Okay, so now it's easier for us when we will switch between them. So now let's go ahead and just add the first person camera. So for this, what we're going to do is just go ahead and click on the mesh, because it will be inside the mesh, and let's add a camera. It's going to be just a normal camera, and then let's call this first person camera. Okay, so what we're going to do is select the first person camera. You have to make sure that it is child of the mesh. Okay, and then what we have to do is just select on the parent socket on look, and you're gonna search for the head. Okay, so now it will basically be snapped onto the player's head. So what we do is basically go into rotation, and let's go ahead and just rotate this so it will look 90 degrees like this, and then another 90 degrees like this, like so. There we go. And then what we're gonna do is just take it a bit up and in front. Well, actually, you can play with the settings. I will be pretty much living like this, so you can see my rotation and my location too, so you can pretty much copy it. All right, and the first thing that we're going to do is select the first person camera again, and you're gonna check the use pawn control rotation, because we will need this to basically control the rotation with this camera. So then we're gonna go ahead and search for activate and auto activate. We're gonna disable this so it won't be active from the start, unless you want to start with the first person camera on. Anyway, so now what we want to do is go into the event graph, just find a cool spot, and let's go ahead and just create a new input. So you're gonna do it properly, and just go to edit, project settings, just wait until it opens. There we go. And engine into input, and then in action mappings just add, and it's gonna be switch cam, for example, right? So you can just click on the keys, and then for example you're gonna press C, so we're gonna change it with that the key. Okay, you can do it with any key you want, or even with the gamepad or whatever. Okay, so now we can just right click on here and search for switch cam, so there will be their input action. So now what we're gonna do is in press, we're gonna do a flip-flop, which is really cool because we can do this like once. So the first time we'll go to first person, and then the second time back to third person. All right, so basically the first thing that we have to do is just in A, go into first person, because by default we'll be already in third person. Okay, so just drag our first person camera, and then just drag it and say set active. Okay, just drag this in here, put it a bit up so we have space later, and then we'll enable it. Then we'll just get the third person camera, drag it, and do the same. Just gonna copy this node and paste it, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, put in here, and then just plug in the third person camera and disable it. So we'll enable this camera and disable this camera. Great. So now what we want to do is do the same. So just copy, paste in here, plug it from B to here, and it will be the opposite. So this will be disabled for the first person and enabled for the third person. So we need one more thing, and it's because right now the character orientates as where he is moving, not where he is looking. And right now it's good for the third person. We want to move where we are moving, but in first person we want to look where we are. We want to move where we are actually looking, right? So what we're going to do is just go here and just set yaw, and then we can use this one, which is set use control rotation yaw, and we'll enable this on first person and basically just disable it back into third person. So now we can compile and save, and now we can press play, and you can see that now in third person. Press C, we're in first person, and now if I go backwards, the character is still rotation is still where we are actually looking, and I can literally play perfectly. I can switch back to third person, sorry, and then we can switch back into first person without any problem. So yeah guys, that was the tutorial. If you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Also, let me know in the comments what other Unreal Engine 5 tutorials you want to see. And now, yes, with all that said, bye bye.